Hi guys, welcome. The Inter versus River Plate game will start as I'm getting my water, so I just wanted to come on right as it starts, so then we can, get the scoreboard up here. I'm sure Inter's not going to score within the first 10 seconds of this game. Yeah, drop your score predictions. I'll get my water, and then we'll start commentating. The other game will start in about like 30 seconds, though, which is great. But yes, W's, guys. Thank you all for, as well, coming here so early as well. Appreciate all you guys. Yeah, drop those score predictions down in the chat. Let's go. Okay, we're back. We're back. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just getting my water. The other game is going to start now, too, which is brilliant. Just actually perfect timing. And there we go. That game has started as soon as I sit down, which is great. So for the Inter River Plate match, I think River Plate can get this done with a 1-0. Whereas with Monterrey, Red Diamonds, I do think Monterrey can get over the line, get to the round of 16. Hi, King Dooms. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. I do think that Monterrey can get over the line, get a 2-0 here, or a 3-0 even, because they looked brilliant in this group. So, yeah, I'd love to see them, pressing for the 2-0, pressing for the 3-0. So I just left my dog's lead on the bed there. I just saw it on the camera. Here is the lineup now for River Plate versus Inter Milan. So in goal for Inter, of course, we have Jan Sommer. For the left back, we have Bastoni, who's also playing more of a left central defender, not really a left back in say. Hi, the Habs faction. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Kirby is the central defending backer. Then we have Darmian as the right centre back there. DiMarco as the left mid, Mkhitaryan, Aslani, and Barella as the midfielders. Aslani will be dropping into a DM position, then moving up forward for an AM, like he did in the previous games for Inter Milan. Dumfries is finally playing. Where was this guy? I have no idea. He was definitely missing from this Inter squad. Hopefully he can get, some gameplay for Inter here, because they were really missing him in their previous games. And, of course, we have, for the strikers, Esposito, and that is going to be number 94, Esposito. And we also have Lautaro Martinez. Let's see the score prediction. Inter 2-0 River Plate, Monterrey 1-0 Aurora Reds. I would love to see Monterrey to the round of 16. Sergio Ramos, we need to do that first, Sergio. Everyone back your boy, Sergio. Now for River Plate, Armani is the goalkeeper. Montiel, Quarta, Diaz, and Acuna as the defenders. We have Alejandro, Renviter, and Meza as the midfield. And then, of course, we have Borja, Colidio, and Mastantuono as the forwards there. Mastantuono and Acuna, the players to watch for River Plate, and the players to watch for Inter, of course, Denzel Dumfries, Nicola Barella, and Martinez. And actually, Aslani was actually pretty decent, gotta say. Kind of hope River Plate Monterrey. That's why I'm feeling River Plate will go through. But, Inter now with Dumfries might play slightly different than what they were before. We'll have to see. Dumfries is just world-class, I gotta say. He is, honestly, might have been carrying Inter in those previous games. Now it seems like it, because he was the only player missing, and he's definitely looking strong. And now for Aurora Red Diamonds lineup, we have Nishikawa as the goalkeeper, Naganuma, Hojbratton, Boza, and Sekin as the defenders there. We have Gustavsson, Yasui as the DMs, Watanabe, Savio, and Kaneko as the forwards, and of course Matsuo as the striker. For Monterrey, we have Andrada as the goalkeeper, Chavez, Medina, Ramos, and Reyes as the defenders there. Diosa and Ambres as the DMs. That will move forward into a more attacking position. And then we have Alvarado, Torres, and Corona as the attackers, with Bertarame as the striker there. Absolutely butchers some of those names. I absolutely know it. But yeah, hopefully we can see a Monterrey win. That is the team I'm mainly going for, just to see, Sergio Ramos into the round of 16. I'd love to see him there. it would genuinely be a joy to see him go through into another round of 16 of a tournament. I don't think he'll get past the round of 16. I think this is probably the furthest he can go, but you never know. Do I know much about Corona? I have heard some stuff about Corona. Let me actually go into his FootMob page. Yeah, he used to play at Sevilla, FC Porto. Do you think he'll get off 2 shots? You know, he was pretty deadly. Let's have a look at his previous 2 games for Monterrey in this tournament. So if we go against, you know, I know it's a 0-0 against River Plate, but if we have a look here, what was the, you know, little chance? Also, this is going to be Monterrey having a corner here, and there is a chance for Ramos to header it in. No, it's not. Let's see what Corona's rating was. So he got 6.2 in the last game. Let's see how many shots he got. 28 touches. He had 0 shots in the last game. Was on the line here for these teams tonight. Okay, I'll explain in one second. I'm just checking Corona's previous game against Inter just to help out Joel here for his 2 shots. So last game he didn't get off any shots. And the previous game, which he didn't start, he came on, I think, as a substitute. Did he come on? Or did he not even play it? He didn't even play at all the previous game. So I'm not too sure if he'll get off 2 shots. I mean, they're versing an easier team, so of course maybe it's possible. But for sure, it didn't really look like he was on form the previous 2 games. He didn't play the first one, second one, 0 shots. Staying on, you know, for 63 minutes is not great. He had 28 touches as well, which means he barely touched the ball. Now, for, first of all, this Inter River Plate game, someone's getting told off there. What is on the line for these teams tonight? So, what is on the line? Let's have a look at the table here first and analyze that. So, River Plate are first with 4 points. This is before the draw points are added on the concurrent table. So, 4 points for River Plate, 4 points for Inter, 2 points for Monterrey, and 0 points for Red Diamonds. So, on the line here is that if Monterrey win and either River Plate or Inter lose, so they don't draw, Monterrey will get through into the round of 16. If Red Diamonds win, nothing happens. Monterrey just don't go into the round of 16. If Inter and River Plate draw, they're both through to the round of 16. I'm pretty sure that's the case. No. If Inter and River Plate both draw, Monterrey tops the group if they win. Okay, so Monterrey has to win if they want to get in. If they win, they top the group. If Inter loses to River Plate and Monterrey draws, then it depends on how many goals River Plate scored against Inter, and the same applies for the other way around. So Monterrey technically has a lot of ways to get into this round of 16, and it is because, you know, they won their games. You know, they won their games pretty good. I mean, they drew their games, but it was pretty good gameplay from them. So, you know, deserved way through. To be honest, smash like for Monterrey, smash like for Ramos. Hi, Cash and Nico. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Would you like me to still call you Cash and Nico? I can call you Stray Kids and Dino Dooms fan if you'd like. And that is going to be a complete foul there by Monterrey. It's going to be a Red Diamonds ball. So, yeah, Monterrey really do have it in the palm of their hand tonight if they can get this win for sure. It'd make the tournament more interesting if we were playing Monterrey, and would make it fun with the 2 North American clubs and 5 South American clubs. Yeah, exactly. It would definitely... I would love to see Monterrey in the round of 16. I would love to see, you know, Acuna's River Plate with Mastantuono in the round of 16, you know, for sure. We can see the Real Madrid new signing in a little bit more action in the Club World Cup. I'd love to see that. Acuna, I love him. Ramos is looking, you know, very happy. He's looking very happy they can get this one done. Big props, though, to the Red Diamonds fans. They are literally jumping up and down the whole game. Big props to them. Like, really big props. Honestly, I haven't seen a fan base as excited as them to go into a game where, you know, most likely going to lose, most likely going to kicked out of this tournament, which 100% guarantee getting kicked out of this tournament, to be honest. And this is going to be Corona back there. We'll try and commentate equally on both these games because I feel like both are of as equal importance as each other, so there's no real more important game here. Because, of course, Monterrey have a big game to try and get into the round of 16, and then into River Plate, you know, really will decide who will top the group if there's no draw. And there's a cross coming in from DiMarco from the corner, and that is just going to be cleared away by River Plate. Here's a very good chance. Mastantuono now on the ball on this right-hand side. Let's see what he can do with this one. It's a 3v3. Here we go. Mastantuono, very bad pass. Oh, it's actually a decent pass now because Inter have left it. I really thought it was a bad pass. Mastantuono trying to find someone. There's a flick over for, I think that was, who was trying to get that flick over? I don't know, but Sommer caught that one and prevented that chance there for River Plate. Very good play from River Plate there. And to be honest, it looks like River Plate might be the stronger team in this one. And we do know it because, you know, Inter's so off form. Maybe Denzel Dumfries can change that. We'll have to see. But going into this game, they are very off form. Barely scratching the win off Red Diamonds there. And then, of course, you know, drawing with Monterrey. So not great. Hi, Nasser. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. You're waiting? What are you waiting for, Nasser? The matches have begun. And yes, you can ask me if you guys want as well. If you're not interested in the football, you can ask me any questions. I will answer them. But yeah, otherwise we will be commentating this game. Both of these games, should I say. DiMarco passing in there. You suspect Red Diamonds are hunting for a scalp. Yeah, for sure. Especially, you know, Red Diamonds coming off, you know, a loss. Coming off I think they lost their first game as well. So no wins. Really, they'll be wanting something to take away for their fans. Kind of like what Auckland did. You know, they want something from this tournament to take away for their fans. Auckland got it. Can Red Diamonds get it? We'll have to see. You can't see the stream because you're going to school. Okay. Wow. That means that, yeah, for me it's 4 a.m. I didn't know. Some of you guys are actually waking up and going to school. That is crazy. Yeah, that is unbelievable to me still how the time works, you know. But yeah, that's so cool. Good luck with your school, Nassau. And this is going to be a cross here for Red Diamonds in their game. And for the River Plate Inter game, River Plate just trying to play at the back here. Oh, that was a good ball. And here's a chance for River Plate on the counter-attack. Mastantuono now with the ball here. Red Diamonds corner headed away. And there's a shot from Mastantuono, long range. Jan Sommer catches that one. And I have to say, Mastantuono, what an amazing player he has been so far in this game, so far in this tournament, to be honest. I don't know what your guys' opinions on him, but I think he's actually a very, very good signing for Real Madrid. We need some, you know, young, a bit of unknown talent, you know, not globally sound. He's showing up here at the Club World Cup, and I'm for sure thinking that he'll be brilliant, you know, actually in more of an AM position rather than a right wing. I know he's playing right wing for River Plate, but he looks like he likes to cut inside and become more of an AM. And I feel like they'll fill up a nice role, especially, you know, if we had Ardagula on the right wing as well. And then you play Mastantuono in the AM, and they can invert with each other, Arda dropping into the middle and Mastantuono coming out to the right side. I think that would be brilliant. Sort of gameplay from Real Madrid. And Red Diamonds just trying to maintain some possession to Monterrey. And they just keep the ball straight out. It's going to be a Monterrey throw-in. Of course, the coaches for this game for Inter, it is Christian Chivu as the coach. Not having a great start as Inter's new manager. And we also have for River Plate, Marcelo Gallardo. And then for Red Diamonds, we have Maciek Skorza. His first name definitely not pronounced how I just said it. And for Monterrey, the coach is Dominic Torrent. So they are the coaches going into this game. Smash life for coaches. And Mastantuono just loses the ball there. DiMarco just clearing it out. It's actually going to be a throw-in for River Plate. A bit of a waste from DiMarco, really. He should have left that one to just go out. And it's going to be Montiel taking the throw-in here for River Plate. Montiel's icon on FootMob actually looks like Messi's current icon, which is surprising. I didn't expect it. It looks like Valverde, Messi, you know, hybrid. It looks like as well here that River... No. Is it Monterrey who's having a free kick here? I think so. Yeah, Monterrey having a free kick here in their game. Cross coming in from them, just trying to find Sergio Ramos. Just comes down to the outside of the box here. Ball played in for Monterrey. Cross. And it's just caught by the goalkeeper there for Red Diamonds. Nice catch from Nishikawa. And again, if you haven't put your score predictions down in the chat, guys, make sure to do so. I'll read them out, you know. Anything else you want to say about this game as well, go ahead and write it. But otherwise, I hope that we're in for a couple of, you know, very goal-scoring, very fluent football-based games. Because that would be, you know, a real boost to the 4 a.m. mood here, at least for me. Don't know about you guys, but yeah, for sure, would be making me feel a little bit better. And there is a little bit of a sit-down rest here for the Red Diamonds player, just taking some water. I think he got a little bit injured there. And there is going to be a free kick, a corner here for River Plate. Just a cross off the box, just hitting it straight off a Kirby and out for the corner. Initially, a Kirby just gives away the ball there, which is hence why the corner is given, which is, you know, pretty untidy from him. For sure, untidy. Not the best of gameplay. Mastantuono will be taking this corner. And cross coming in from Mastantuono. And it's going to be headed out for another corner for Monterrey. Sorry, for River Plate. My bad. A lot of teams here. And it will be... Let's see who's taking this River Plate corner. Maybe this is going to be Mastantuono again. I don't see him in the box. It could be, unless he's out on the outskirts of the box there. It is going to be on the outskirts of the box for Mastantuono, and he actually takes the volley shot. Very bad volley, though. Goes all the way back to River Plate's defense. It was, I think, Acuna who took the corner there. And this is going to be some pressure here from River Plate onto Inter, and it's just lost. And in the other game, Monterrey versus Red Diamonds, there is some heavy pressure from Monterrey to try and, you know, make this ball stay with them for as much as possible. Ramos just giving a nice little tap over to his goalkeeper there, Andrada, to allow him to pick it up. Brilliant from Sergio Ramos. And this is going to be now over to the left side here. It's going to be Sergio Ramos. Now it's going to be number 6, Diosa. Now Ramos. South American dark arts fouling style versus European possession-based clean play style. Exactly. And the fact that, you know, Inter's going to be probably trying to park the bus a little bit in this game. I got to say, they will probably be trying to do that. I can see it already. You know, they've got everyone back. Probably trying to play a counter-attacking style, which is a bit different from the previous games. You know, we've seen River Plate trying to play that same counter-attack, let Monterrey have all the possession, then River Plate go and throw themselves at it. But now, versus Inter, Inter's almost using this as an opportunity to do a counter-attack based football where they've got, you know, 5 players at the back there, park the River Plate attacks, let them go all in on one side and then just bring it out. I think it's a better strategy, honestly, than, you know, what we saw before. There's a shot from Monterrey, and that was a close one to going on target, just blocked nicely by Hojibaraten, and now all the way back to Nishikawa. But for sure, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Inter, you know, can adapt their play style. They're playing very differently to before. I do think it's better than the crossing. I've got to be honest. The crossing was not enjoyable to watch at all. It was actually really tiring, just continually cross. I mean, it got the job done in the end, but still, it almost didn't get the job done. They were about, you know, 4 minutes off from the job being, you know, a 1-0 loss. And this is going to be a River Plate throw-in on this side here. Left side. And just one back by Inter, by Denzel Dumfries. And then it's going to be a throw-in for Inter. Acuna just kicks it out. Nice and easy for Acuna. And this is going to be a Denzel Dumfries ball, who just loses again. It's actually going to be a River Plate throw-in this time. He just kicks it straight out. Not great from him. Not great. I'd love to see him have a big impact in this game, you know, because, you know, it definitely seemed like he was missing from the team. So I'd love to be proved right and see, you know, a really good impact from the likes of him. And that is a nice header there. There might be a penalty check, actually, on this River Plate player who's just gone down the box there. I don't know. I don't think it is a penalty. It does look like, though, that Meza has gone down the box with a possible head injury. He has gone back up because he's just noticed that River Plate have a counter chance, but it is cleared as soon as he gets back up. So a bit unlucky from him to try and, do that call. And there's a chance, and that just headed straight over. Jon Sommer not even having to dive. And again, the man that gets connection there, Mastantuono, brilliant once again from him. He is genuinely going to be the fire of this game. I can feel it. 100% sure he is going to be the fire burning. And all the attacking prowess is going to be probably from him. Can see Acuna, contributing though. And we also had, the likes of Borja, very good in the previous game. Montiel, I thought he was brilliant. The right back and the left back, Cunha, Montiel, very good in their position for River Plate. Definitely, key players. When River Plate versus Monterrey had their fouls and dark arts constantly. Apparently, this is the norm in South America. I mean, if that is the norm, where it's that stoppy and starty of football, I'd probably smash my TV into my face. That's how annoying it would be to watch. Because that was not enjoyable. 3 meters, run with the ball, foul, stop the ball, wait for the play to continue. Then play the ball the other direction, 3 meters, foul, stop. It wasn't even going out midfield at one point. I literally had nothing to commentate for like about 6 minutes in that game because there was no sort of chances, whatever. It was just continually just foul. Probably going to be the same here, honestly, for Inter since they're playing Park the Bus. They're just going to keep getting fouled by these players. Here's a yellow card for one of the River Plate guys. Let's see who gets this one. And it's going to be Montiel who actually gets this, it looks like. Just a dirty slide tackle, really. Yeah, Gonzalo Montiel just getting a yellow card for a pretty cynical foul there on, who was that? I think it was a Kirby. Yeah, just not great. He actually does get the ball, fair enough. Fair enough, the ball is hit, but he just extends his legs out there for no reason. It actually looks like a Kirby more so fouls him because he stamps right where he kicks the ball away. But, yeah, I mean, still going for a pretty slide tackle where he's actually purposely sticking his leg out to try and trip the player. Yeah. For sure. That was not a good, clean tackle. And Inter just give the ball to Monterrey. Do Inter want to stay in this tournament? I don't know. Now, this is going to be on the left side here for River Plate cross. And that is actually touched in the box. Not great touch, though. And here's a chance. Just a shot. And it's deflected away. Still no shot. Mastantuono now. Just passing out to the right side. Montiel trying to receive that. And now it's going to be gone. It's apparently normal to see 8 to 9 yellow cards and a couple of red. The home of football. One of the homes of football, You have England, the home of football. And then you have South America, the home of the other football. That type of football. More specifically. And brilliant defense from Acuna as well to sort of deny Denzel Dumfries there. Acuna did very well, just as we were talking about that previous thing there. Let's have a look what he did. Yeah, he just wins a foul. Brilliant. Brilliant. He shields the ball off, wins a foul off Denzel. It's going to be a, foul free kick here for River Plate. Brilliant. In the Red Diamonds game, we have, of course, Red Diamonds now on the right side here. This is going to be number 77, just trying to find, some space on the right side. And it's still going to be held up. And it looks like that Monterrey now have a little bit of a chance here. There is a plate advantage. And it's just cleaned up by by Red Diamonds there very nicely. Nice and easy clean up. Should have done a poll vote saying how many red cards you expect in this game. And here's the chance for Red Diamonds. And it's a miss. It's going to be a corner. It was blocked by Andrada. Brilliant block because that was so close for Matsuo to get the opener there for Red Diamonds. Very, very surprising how much attacking gameplay we're seeing from them. And what it seems like, to be honest, is that they're going all out. They don't care. There's nothing to lose. Just go all out and try and attack. Brilliant play from them. Honestly, I love to see that sort of thing. Nothing to lose. Just go and please the fans. Try and get a big win against a big team. And unfortunately, they didn't get the shot on target there for the goal. But it is a corner instead. River Plate having a throw in the attacking half of their game. But we'll check out this corner first for Red Diamonds. And here we go. Corner coming in. It's just played short. Cross to the backside there, trying to find Matsuo. And it's going to be just played back to Red Diamond's defense. Actually, heavy pressure from Monterrey, but yeah, it's still with them. Now it's on the left side here for a cross. In the Inter game, Inter have a little bit of a breakaway chance here through Denzel Dumfries. Just getting past Acuna. Inter cross back. There's a shot by... Oh my goodness. How did Esposito not get that one in? Looks like it's going to be a corner. Monterrey also have a counter chance. I guess it's a legitimate strategy and tactic to cause the other team to get yellow cards and reds. Yeah, exactly. Definitely a strategy. I feel like that's what the strategy was for Monterrey against River Plate. Is just be as annoying as possible. You could see Sergio Ramos' face. He was purposely trying to annoy some of those guys with his smiles, you know, and his, look at me, I just did a clean tackle, and then, you know, laughing off at the ref like he's saved the Titanic there. And it wasn't even, you know, really the best tackle, let's be honest. Definitely Ramos was a little bit of a troublemaker there. Andrade almost gave up another goal as well in that Red Diamonds Monterrey game there. He just actually drops the ball as it's caught. He catches it, then lets it go by accident. And the Red Diamonds player right in front of him just goes and quickly picks it up in time. And this is going to be River Plate in their game with the ball. Just in their defensive half. That's going to be a free kick in the Red Diamonds Monterrey game for Red Diamonds. River Plate just slowing the tempo of the game down a little bit. Definitely much slower than it was before. Yeah, 100% they want to scalp, 100%. I mean, they've just not been, you know, they've been watching their previous gameplay. They really did deserve a win against Inter, I gotta say. They really did. They played so well. And then, you know, it was just, here's a chance for Monterrey. There's no one in the goal, and it's somehow missed. Oh my goodness. It was goalless. There was no goalie. How do you miss an open goal? The goalie comes out of the box to collect something, just loses it. And then there's just an easy touch. How? I mean, Monterrey's chance was right there to go ahead. Will they regret that? I'm not too sure. But yeah, for sure, Red Diamonds want to, you know, impress their fan support that's been coming, you know, every game, every time. They definitely deserve it. Yeah, so hopefully, you know, they can pull something off for their fans. But I'm still hoping that Monterrey can get through to this round of 16. You know, for Sergio Ramos, especially. And I actually never knew Ramos had the number 93 tattooed to his head. number 93 tattooed because of that Atleti goal, of course. When he scored against them. Definitely, you know, that is banter at its peak there. And now it's going to be Red Diamonds with the ball. It's also going to be Bastoni taking an Inter throw-in. He's going to throw this into the box here for Inter Milan to try and get a header goal. Monterrey free kick in the defensive half. And that throw just not going too far from Bastoni. He does give a cross and just misses the header there. Still Inter. Much better gameplay from Inter, though, than before. I got to say, it is better all around. Not just because Denzel Dumfries is back. That's definitely not the reason. It's definitely just been because they seem to actually have a bit more desire in this game. A bit more, you know, will to play. Definitely more exciting to see than before. 100%. Now, Monterrey on this left-hand side here. Just trying to play the ball down the field. It's going to be Corona. That's a good pass from Corona. And now here's a chance for Monterrey to really get on the head of this one. And it's going to be holding up the play there. Number 17, Corona. Just giving a cross. Trying to find, I think he was trying to find there, Bartolome, but he doesn't. It's going to be a goal kick for River Plate. Just doesn't find his teammate there. There's also a River Plate dive here. Yeah, Monterrey just trying to really find something here early on. They need it to secure that round of 16. They need something. This will give them hope to get through, you know, because they can't afford another draw. They've already got 2. They can't afford another. That would definitely not be good. Because even if it's no loss in the group stage, it means 2 out straight away. Red Diamonds do not look like they're messing around, though. And River Plate get a free kick in their game. It's going to be just played forward. And it's now going to be controlled there. A little bit of play there from Montiel now into the midfield there. Overpass to, that's going to be Acuna. Now back into the middle of the park here. And it's now going to be Diaz passing to Montiel. Diaz. Long ball. Into regain possession. Here's Inter Milan. Barella just tries to find a through ball. There's a little one-touch from Lautaro. That wasn't that great. Dumfries wins it back. Going to be some good, high, heavy press here from Inter. Definitely more desire to play. Here's a chance for Lautaro. He takes the shot. Just goes really wide there. And it's going to be a goal kick. And there is a goal for Monterrey. It's 1-0. Monterrey just scored. Let's take a look what it was, because we were just seeing that Inter chance there. And they just scored. And it's going to be a goal for them. Brilliant. Let's see who scored this one. It looks like Ramos has something to do with this goal. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a corner and he scored from there. Let's have a look. Oh, it's an absolute rocket from halfway. What is that? Just shot from... It's an absolute laser. Down the whole field. Who scored that one? Diosa. Ramos doesn't have anything to do with that goal. I thought he did because he was like celebrating, but no. Diosa scored from about halfway, and Ambrose gets the assist there, but Diosa is all the trouble there for Red Diamonds. The goalkeeper really should be stopping a shot like that, because he's not even... the whole defense is back as well. It's not even like it's just a fluke where the goalkeeper's out. He's actually in the net, and he takes a shot from there. That is insane. A 1-0. The problem with Red Diamonds is that they have an over-reliance on defense, which is strong, but they lack firepower for fast breaks and can't... Exactly. They don't have, if Olsen Hyundai's attack went with Red Diamond's defense, I think that would be a really strong team. Of course, if they had the proper synergy, I do think that would be a very, very strong team. But yeah, Ramos's team, as it stands, will be going through to the round of 16 here. Monterrey, definitely one of the strongest sides in this group for the Club World Cup. And Barella just not reaching that ball that strides out, and it's going to be a throw in here for Quarta and River Plate. Just a water break here for the Monterrey game. Absolute rocket. Absolute rocket there from that player, Diosa. Just brilliant. He actually goes onto where the goalkeeper's standing. That's how good it is. Brilliant. Rate that goal out of 10, guys. Rate Diosa's goal out of 10. Right now. Drop your rating in the chat there. What do you rate Diosa's rocket for Monterrey? And against Red Diamonds, of course. The manager there for Red Diamonds did not look happy. Scorza, he was definitely not happy with that goal going in, Brilliant from that guy. And now it's going to be the water break over. And Red Diamonds taking a kick off here. This was a free kick in the River Plate game. And long ball coming out onto this right side here. And it's just going to be Monterrey collecting that up nice and easy. And it's now going to be back to Nishikawa. Very risky long ball there from him. And now back to the Inter Monterrey game. Sommer under an insane amount of pressure there. And River Plate almost get their goal, but Inter do collect up with Sommer. Brilliant gameplay from the goalkeeper. And there is another goal for Monterrey. It's 2-0. 2-0, it's all over. It's all over. Monterrey are going to the round of 16 as it stands, because as it stands here, Monterrey's goal difference is higher than both Inter's and River Plate, I think. No, it's tied with Inter's and it's higher than River Plate. Meaning that if they can not concede and, they keep the goal difference, keep on going higher, then they're through 100%. It doesn't even matter if there's a draw because they go through in goal difference. So brilliant from Monterrey. And it's actually gone up. Yes, Monterrey now have a higher goal difference than Inter. That was not even the updated goal difference. They were +2 goal difference. So they're first on the table, Monterrey. So as it stands, this is who Monterrey will be versing in the round of 16. You guys let me know your thoughts on who they'll be versing. They're going to be versing here as it stands. If the Inter-River Plate match ends as a draw, they'll be versing who here? They'll be versing Fluminense. So what do you guys think about that? Would it be better for Monterrey to verse Fluminense in the round of 16 or Dortmund in the round of 16? That is if they finish second. They're definitely going into the round of 16 now. There's no doubts about it. Unless they somehow manage to concede, 3 or 4 from Red Diamonds. Put your thoughts in the chat, guys. And also smash like for Ramos' team because they are most likely going through here. So, as it stands, Monterrey will be versing Fluminense in the round of 16. And the referee gives a free kick to Monterrey in outside the box there, just for a handball on Red Diamonds. Sommer is calling up for a goal kick, telling all the players to go to the halfway for the Inter game. 2-0. At least Monterrey are providing the goals here. We love to see it. And that is going to be a throw in there for Denzel Dumfries and Inter. It's just Monterrey's pressure is too great for Red Diamonds really to deal with. That's the problem as it stands. I'm sure, the halftime, we might see some changes for Red Diamonds to put in some defensive changes. But for sure, their defense is not great. Look, they just lose it again. It's going to be Monterrey's ball once more. Now to this left side, it's going to be Corona. Just passing it through here. I know I'm so close to 5.3k. I'm so close. Guys, if you haven't already, sub up because we are so close. I'm not even joking. Genuinely, we could reach in this live stream. I'd love to. So if you're not already, sub up, guys. Tell your friends to sub up if they haven't because we are so close. Ramos now with the ball. Ramos running on for an attack here. He's very heavily pressuring. He's in the box. It's not even a corner. He's actually genuinely pressuring here. There's a curler, and it's just called by Nishikawa. And it's going to be a Red Diamonds counter chance here. And it's going to be still Red Diamonds just trying to play this upfield. And now it's back all the way to Matsu. Matsu just trying to find a through ball there to Monterrey, and it's just cleaned up nicely. Now in the Inter-River Plate game, let's see what's happening there. Acuna will be taking a free kick. Free kick goes deep into the attacking half there. Just miscontrolled by one of Inter's, by Monterrey's players. By River Plate's players. And yeah, that is going to be what looks like to be a corner for River Plate. Just taken out there by Garabri. Sorry, guys. The 5 a.m. brain is starting to mess up on the teams again, as per usual. And in Monterrey's game, they are trying to just play at the back, really. There's no real importance for them to, attack. Acuna taking the corner for River Plate. Cross coming in. Headed over. It's going to be a goal kick for Jan Sommer. And this goal kick will be going long, like the rest of them. Monterrey on a counter chance here. Very good counter chance. I mean, if they get 3-0, there's a rocket and it's a screamer. Monterrey 3-0. It's an absolute screamer from outside the box. And who has scored it? It looks like Corona. So definitely Joel M. used it about how much, what about 2 shots off? He got, a goal right now. And that is 3-0 for Monterrey. They've secured it. Round 16 football secured for them. There is no doubts that they're not getting through now. And at the moment, they're staying in first place. And brilliant from Corona there. That is insane. A rocket from outside the box. You know, we're having goals of the tournament in this Monterrey game. We've already got 2 of them. Can we get another goal of the tournament? Hat-trick of goals of the tournament there. Insane shot from Corona. Just hitting, you know, just near the top bins. The middle bins right there. Brilliant on the left side. Scraping the post. Amazing. Outstanding goal there. You guys are going to have to rate these goals out of 10 if you're watching. Drop the ratings for so far Monterrey's 3 goals because honestly, they are genuinely insane. Brilliant goals. I think the second one wasn't better, but the first and third, my goodness. And this is going to be a free kick for River Plate in the defending half. Just a foul there. And Red Diamonds already get the game underway once again. How far Inter versus River? So at the moment it's 0-0 Idra 1 for Inter versus River Plate. But as it stands, Inter or River Plate will not be making it through to the round of 16, one of them. Monterrey is 100% secured at round 16 spot. There's the 3-0. They scored 2 screamers from outside the box and 1 very good goal as well. They're just shooting from, you know, long range to score against Nishikawa and Red Diamonds. They're just not looking great in the defensive. You know, Red Diamonds definitely not great from them. But yeah, 100% Monterrey secured round of 16. So only one of those teams will be going through. No matter if Inter and River Plate draw, if they if one of them wins and one loses, 100%. If it stays as a draw, then Monterrey will go through as first place. But if it stays as a if Inter wins or River Plate wins, one of them will go to first place and Monterrey will go second, no matter what. Do I think Inter can win? I'm thinking a draw. I'm actually thinking a 0-0 draw at the moment. It's looking like one of those games where there's, you know, no real build-up from either team. They're getting the attacks from the set pieces, but yeah, definitely no real actual threatening build-up besides counter chance and defense. But yeah, if Inter, you know, push for better challenges, if it stops doing this where it starts and then River Plate either dive or Inter dive, then that might allow for a bit more fluent build-up, might allow for a chance, you know. So yeah, we could see Inter win. It really just depends if they're actually going to, you know, push for a goal here or if they're going to keep diving in the midfield with the River Plate players. Red Diamonds need a new manager and some new players. Their style of play isn't good enough. They need proper build-up play. Exactly. They need a proper, you know... I feel like this goalkeeper's really been proven here to not deal with long-range shots. I mean, the shots were great, but they were savable by far. And here's another chance for Monterrey on the counter. Their defense is just not great at all. Red Diamonds are just not good on defense. It is so bad. I'm sorry, Red Diamonds. You played good against Inter in defending and because you're playing Park the Bus. But here, you know, you almost let Ramos skill through the whole field and score. Like, if Ramos is doing that, then, you know, something's wrong. Something is wrong. Ramos just back there. There's a River Plate player injured in their own goal. Don't know what that's about. Smash like for Rockets, though, guys, because we've already got 3 of them. Oh, it looks like actually he's not in the goal there. He's just been kicked by Esposito, I think, in the shoulder with the studs. I think it's just by accident, you know, both trying to reach the ball there. Yeah, just an accidental injury. And this is going to be now a Monterrey ball in their game, just over to the right side. Here's another chance for a goal. Inter and River Plate scrapping in the midfield still. Here's a shot, and it's... Oh, my goodness, it's almost another one. Oh, my goodness, how they're doing these Rockets in these game. Wow. Guys, if you're not watching Monterrey versus Red Diamonds, pull it up on a separate tab if you're watching DAZN on PC. Pull up a second tab. Just have that up there because there are absolute screamers being fired off, you know, left, right, and center here. River Plate and Inter too busy scrapping in the midfield. Here we go. River Plate now on the left side. Nishikawa is getting a goal kick for that one before. Acuna just passes the ball over to the left wing there. It's now going to be with what looks like to be Colidio. Just Colidio losing it. It's going to be Inter's ball. Now going to be Darmian. Just passing into midfield there. It's now Aslani now over to his left back side. It's going to be a nice play back there from Kirby to Jan Sommer. 2 minutes additional time for Inter versus River Plate. And an offside is called on Borja for River Plate there. And yeah, as it stands, 100% Monterrey going through. There's no doubt about it. They just can't lose, at least I think they need a 2-goal difference. So just if they keep this 2-goal difference, they should be all good. And this is going to be now for Monterrey's left back area. Just, really, they just need to keep possession at this point, Monterrey. They don't even need to go on an attack. I mean, they're going to want to. They want to please their fans now because there's a little bit of an easy chance to score goals. But, yeah, just, keep calm. Play at the back here. Not give up a ball on a fast break because that's where Red Diamonds is, kind of strong with fast breaks here. Lautaro just trying to fight one of the players from River Plate there. He definitely always looks like a very angered individual. I think it's just the eyebrow positioning on his face there. Oh, he actually gets very badly fouled there. That was not great. No wonder he wants to fight that guy. That is a very, very poor foul from, I think that is... Who is that? Alejandro, I think? Or is that Quart? I think it's Quarta, actually. Not a great foul from him. Taro definitely want to fight there for that one. It's going to be a free kick for Inter, just outside the box here. He's actually laughing with the guy now, so it's all good. Must be all good now. But yeah, Inter getting a free kick just outside the box here. It's going to be either DiMarco or Barella taking it. Looks like DiMarco is going to be taking this one. And here we go, cross coming in. Just to the far side, and it's not a great cross at all. Luckily, Dumfries keeps that one in. And it's offside. Offside by Dumfries. Here's a chance for Monterrey again. And that is just cleared away nicely here from a deflection there. Red Diamonds clean up nice and easy. And there is halftime. Inter versus River Plate. Halftime there. We'll set the clock back down. 3 minutes of additional for the Monterrey game. 0-0 at halftime. I can feel it's a 0-0. I think one of the 9, the River Plate players is bleeding. Yeah, I know. I saw one of them is bleeding, yeah. I think it's like a chin bleed. Or it's like under here is bleeding. But yeah, I think it's, Borja that's bleeding. It's either Borja or Khalidi. It's one of the attackers. I think it's Borja. Yeah, like you said, 9. And this is going to be 2 minutes additional now for Red Diamonds and Monterrey. Thoughts on the first half, guys? Drop them below. I'll read the stats as well before we have a short parting ways for halftime. Let me know your thoughts, your score predictions, if you how you think the form's going to continue for these teams. So far, I'm thinking, a 5-0 for Monterrey and a 0-0 for the Inter River Plate game. I actually do think it's going to be a 0-0. So Monterrey will qualify on goal difference for the first place. It just looks like that the ball's stuttering in the midfield. Maybe a late goal. I can see that. A late winner, but yeah, just the ball currently is just mainly, stuttering that midfield, not really fluently flowing. There's too many fouls, really, to actually have a proper game of football. But it is the tactic. It is the tactic for, I think it's Inter who's doing this tactic because, of course, Inter's the one qualifying over River Plate. If River Plate don't score, because River Plate got +2 goal difference. Wait a minute. Why is River Plate in third place when they got +2 goal difference? I think this is an error in the table here. The table actually states still waiting a goal for Inter. Yeah, definitely. Hopefully they can get one, For some reason, I don't know what this is, guys. Monterrey's listed first with +3 goal difference and 5 points. Fair enough. River Plate's listed third with +2 goal difference and 5 points. And Inter's listed second with +1 goal difference and 5 points. I think it's a glitch. River Plate should be second. So Inter will need to score. I'm pretty sure that's how it's going to work. Don't know why that's like that there. That's kind of weird. And Monterrey out on this right side here. There's a cross going to be come in a second. There's a close one. That's going to be called by Nishikawa. Not any trouble for him compared to the previous three absolute golazos from outside the box. And Nishikawa then kicks the goal ball straight into the Monterrey player. And here's a little chance for Monterrey once again. Corona, oh my goodness, what skills. Free kick one, skills galore there from him. And there we go. Halftime is called for this game. It's going to be halftime there for both games there. Let's read the stats. So, for Inter versus River Plate, possession, 53% Inter possession, 47% River Plate. For Inter's rest of their stats, 0.82 expected goals, 6 total shots, 0 on target, 1 big chance missed, 132 accurate passes, 75% accuracy, 9 fouls, 2 corners. For River Plate, 0.18 expected goals, 5 total shots, 1 on target, 0 big chances, 0 big chances missed, 105 accurate passes, 67% accuracy, 7 fouls, 4 corners. For the other game, Red Diamonds versus Monterrey. Red Diamonds have 43% possession. Monterrey have 57% possession. For Red Diamond stats, 0.2 expected goals, 4 total shots, 1 on target, 1 big chance missed, 181 passes, 84% accuracy, 6 fouls, and 3 corners. For Monterrey, 0.57 expected goals, 8 shots, 4 on target, 0 big chances missed, 267 accurate passes, 92% accuracy, 4 fouls committed, and 1 corner. And there are your stats, guys, for halftime. And I will see you guys in the next half. Make sure to like and sub up if you haven't already, because we are streaming more of these games. We're streaming every Club World Cup game. And we are so close to 5.3k, guys. I would love to reach it today. So become part of the squad. Sub up, I'll give you a shout out. But otherwise, W's, everyone who is tuning in, I think it's because the Inter versus Monterrey was 1-1. That's why Inter is second. Yeah. Maybe that is. It's based on form, maybe the table that means. So, it's, yeah, because it's a... if we look here at the official table here, yeah, Inter got a draw-win, and theirs next isn't being computed yet. So it'll be a draw-win-draw. River Plate win-draw-draw. Okay, I see. And then Monterrey draw-draw-win, and they're based on goal difference there for that one. But thank you so much, guys. I'll see you in the next half. Goodbye. And we are back, guys. Welcome back. And the second half for River Plate versus Inter has begun just now. So we are ready to watch this one. I actually just put the scoreboards back up on the taking and break screen, if you had noticed that, guys. But yeah, we are back. We are back. We are back. So W's to everyone who did, who's still here, who's still listening to Australian. Appreciate all you guys. And W's to everyone who liked up and subbed up, even closer now. We are literally like 2 off, I think. 2 or 3 off subs, which would be amazing to reach. I can't believe it. I can't believe we got this far, but here we go. This is Jan Sommer with the ball now. That's going to be passed to Acuna. It doesn't look like there's been any halftime changes. I don't think there has. So that's all fine and dandy. Monterrey versus Red Diamonds hasn't occurred just yet. We're still waiting for that one. But here's a chance for Inter to try and get through the box there. It's just cleared away nice and easy. And here's a chance for River Plate now on a counter-attack. It's a 4v3. Here we go. A lot of pace has been showed. And still, Inter passing back to Sommer. Nice and kept and collected. All good there from Inter's defense. And River Plate, and Red Diamonds and Monterrey are exiting back out of the little tunnel there in their stadium. They're coming back out. And it's going to be, I think it's going to be Red Diamonds taking the kickoff. This is going to be now Inter with a throw-in. DiMarco is going to be taking this one. The referee has paused something here due to some sort of delay. There's some sort of delay here currently, and now it's been resumed. And it's going to be a throw there for Monterrey. Sorry for, my goodness, my brain is so fried, guys, from the lack of sleep. I'm going to get some after this game, okay? River Plate now with the throw-in. Inter just kicked it straight out there. That's what I was going to say there. Looks like Corona is going to continue to play, Joel. So lucky you're going to get, maybe another shot here. There is going to be a free kick here for River Plate. It seems to be a foul on one of the River Plate players there from Inter. Yeah, it's just a foul from Acuna. It looks like it's outside the box. The player there for River Plate saying it's inside the box. The referee cam clearly shows it's outside the box. So we don't know what the referee's going to decide here yet. We'll see. I have to see what he's going to decide here. And it's going to be a free kick. Free kick for River Plate. Mastan Tuono is going to be taking this one. Someone just directing the wall there. Just telling it where it needs to go. And here we go. Mastan Tuono getting ready. The other game is kicked off now. Monterrey versus Red Diamonds there. So both games underway. And there is a very good chance for River Plate. And it's still a tussle in the box between their own players. Mastan Tuono receiving it. Such naughty boys, River Plate, huh? Yes, indeed they are. Still River Plate. Into clear. I still think it's going to be a 0-0. Just how much these teams are playing, how they're playing, like it really seems like it's going to be a 0-0 game. But we're going to have to wait and see here. Monterrey's game, on the other hand, I can expect 2 more goals for Monterrey, just the way they've been playing. Very, very decisive. Maybe a Sergio Ramos goal to, seal the deal, hopefully. We can only hope and dream. And Red Diamonds on the counter-attack in their game. Imagine if they get a goal. That would be pretty interesting. Spice some stuff up. No, that's a very, very poor shot. Looks like it might be deflected, off Menenda there. It looks like it's going to be a Red Diamonds corner. Enter in the box here. Denzel Dumfries. Denzel Dumfries just holding up some possession on the right side here, just outside the corner flag. Just passes it back there. It's now going to be with a I think that's DiMarco. That's Barella. Sorry, my bad. Barella. And that Red Diamond's corner went absolutely nowhere. Now, here's a chance for Monterrey on the counter-attack. It's Correa. He's going to pass it over. And here's a chance. It's number 2 for Red Diamond. Oh, that's not good. Monterrey just not hitting that one. Red Diamond's deflecting that one. Here's maybe another chance. Shot deflection again. Ramos. Come on, come upfield, Ramos. You can score. You can do it. Score an on-field goal. And oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Inter just hit the post there. And it's bounced back out to the River Plate goalkeeper. This is going to be a 0-0. It looks like one of those games, you know, where no one's going to score. Armani just so happy that one bounced off the inner post and back out to him. What is happening between these games, bro? That is crazy. Honestly, genuinely crazy. And that is going to be a long-range shot from Red Diamonds, and no need to save that one. Dumfries again, crossing it in. Here's a very good chance, and somehow Inter don't score. How is that not a goal? DiMarco, long range, and just off the side. It's going to be now Armani with the ball again. Inter draw, they can't play round of 16. Yeah, I know. They're ahead in the group, though, for some reason. The table shows them ahead. I think it's a glitch. Just because of form. I think form's glitching the table out. But yeah, they won't be able to play around 16 if it's based off goal difference. How did they not score that, Inter? And Red Diamonds with the corner. Cross coming in. And it's on target, just saved away down by Andrada. Very good save from him. It's going to be another corner for Red Diamonds. Ramos just giving him a high five. And here we go. Cross coming in from Red Diamonds. And it's going to be cleared away once again. And it's just a tussle in the box. There's nothing really to commentate on there. I'm just watching the tussle between these teams. Inter and River Plate really just, you know, tussling. Yeah, hopefully Inter can wake up. Hopefully I can stay awake for the whole game. This is now going to be a Monterrey goal kick for their game. And then in this Inter game again, just tussle after tussle. Guys, just have the ball. Play fluent football. Come on, please. Every time I watch River Plate, I swear it's like this. In the last games, I don't know what the River Plate supporters feel about this. Maybe, you know, it's a good strategy for them, but play fluent football, please. I beg you guys. Into actually getting some possession now. My goodness, Barella. Long ball out. This is very good. It's now going to be a shot from Lautaro, and it's just saved. No, how did they not score again? Barella, cross, DiMarco. Maybe offside, don't know. Pass back. DiMarco, again. Corner. What is happening here? Genuine insanity. Okay, well, let's see who's going to take this corner. Here's a very good chance for Monterrey to get a fourth. Oh, just missed. Not great. Not great at all. Berterame is going to be, you know, not really happy that he didn't hit that one on target. It was literally a 1v1. And there's an intermiss cross. This is now going to be on the side here, Barella, and it's a free kick for River Plate again. Let's see how many fouls have been in this game, I swear. Let's have a look here at the fouls tab, and it says River Plate, 8 fouls, into 10 fouls. Great. Great. There's been about 18 fouls in this game already. I mean, it's not as bad as the previous game. And River Plate, another free kick. Bastoni fouling Mastantuono. Now it's going to be Red Diamonds in their game. River Plate on their game with the left side. And both Red Diamonds kick it out and River Plate kick it out. Except this time River Plate get the throw in because it's out off Barella. Acuna is going to take the throw in here. That attempt before by that Monterrey player to get the fourth was onside as well. Looked kind of offside, but it actually was. Surprisingly, he really should hit that on target. Acuna crossing in. Caught by Sommer. Chance for a counter-attack here. It's to prevent build-up and momentum. Exactly, I know. For sure, it's a good strategy, but it just makes it so annoying and painful to watch. I don't know if you guys enjoy this type of football, but for certain, I don't really like to enjoy this type of football. You know, now I can see the strategy behind it. I respect that, but yeah. It's like with Fluminense playing Park the Bus against Sundowns. I mean, it's the same thing. And this is now Inter with the ball. And Inter passing out to DiMarco. DiMarco, cross coming in. Very close. Lautaro doesn't reach it. It's now back to Dumfries. Dumfries on the left side. Here we go. Dumfries, what can you do? Passes it in. To Barella. Barella tries to get through. And it's just cleared away by River Plate. Now they have the ball again. They dive. Free kick given somehow for a complete and utter dive. That was so clear as a dive there. I mean, the other ones, fair enough, they weren't, but that one was really clear. DiMarco. Passing back here. It's now Barella. Now it's going to be Lautaro. Takes the shot, and it just goes over. It's going to be a goal kick there. Lautaro, I can clearly see him getting very frustrated with this gameplay. Definitely not the most ideal for a striker because you're not going to receive the ball much, which means you know you'd need to take as many chances as possible. That one was not a great chance though. Ramos and Andrada passing it at the back for their respective team. Monterrey against Red Diamonds. Monterrey really don't need to do anything here. Just keep the clean sheet and they're all good. And now it's going to be River Plate with the ball. Cross for River Plate. There was a very good chance. Here's a very, very good chance. And it's just cleared away by Inter. Very good defending from them. And still Inter. And there's a nice through ball there by Lautaro Martinez. Denzel Dumfries tries to give the cross. And it just misses. Esposito intercepted nice and brilliantly from the goalkeeper of River Plate there. Brilliant interception by Armani. Just really, you know, positioning is at its finest from that one. River Plate with the chance to attack. Just clearance after clearance. Now it's Lautaro. Brilliant skill from him. It's going to be a free kick for Lautaro Martinez. Just in the defensive half there. He's coming back to defend now. Lautaro. And the Inter Milan fan supporters are not happy because they know their team can actually get out here, which is not great for them. That's why they're not very happy. Here's a chance for Barella on this right side here, just passing through. Nice ball over to the left-hand side. DiMarco, that was not a great pass there. Who did that one? I think it was Mkhitaryan. Poor pass. Mastantuono. And that is going to be Inter reclaiming that ball off him. Nice skill there from Barella to, sort of open up the field a little bit more. There's going to be Aslani just passing it in nicely to Mkhitaryan back over into the defensive area. Now it's Aslani. Tries to find a through ball to Lautaro, and it's now River Plate with the ball. River Plate. Very good chance. Mastantuono take... Oh my god, that is a very bad one. Very bad. That was not a shot you would like to remember ever. Not great at all. Substitutions here. It's double substitution for each team. See who it's coming off. So, for River Plate, Alejandro and Crane Vitor are coming off, and Lanzini and Costatini are coming on. And for Inter Milan, let's see who's coming off. So for Inter Milan, 2 substitutes again. It's going to be Barella and Di Marco coming off. I'm surprised Barella's coming off. That is actually a very surprising play there. Barella and Di Marco. And on come Sucic and Carlos Augusto. Both coming on here for Inter Milan. I'm actually surprised Barella's coming off. I didn't expect that one. I really thought Mkhitaryan would be coming off. He's not been playing great, but Barella has been subbed off. Surprised. And this is going to be a River Plate ball in possession at the back. Just kicking it downfield there, and it's going to be now Inter's turn to keep back ball possession. Sommer. Sommer gives the kick quite far down the field there. And it's going to be Inter and River Plate just passing it around, really. They're just losing possession back and forth. Here's a good chance. Lautaro to Dumfries out on the right side here. There's an overlap made, but it's not used there. The overlap just ignored completely by Sucic. There's a cross coming in, and it's caught by Armani. Nice cross by Sucic, just not reaching anyone, though. And again, River Plate don't even need to win this. They just need a draw, to be honest. They just need a draw to get through. Cross coming in. There's a shot by River Plate. It's just caught by Sommer. He's saying, where's the defender on that one man, Calidio? And there was no defender on that man. So, Inter need to be careful with defense in the box, because that was a nice and easy chance for River Plate if they had have actually got that on target there. Match stats for Monterrey versus Red Diamonds. 12 attempts at goal and 5 on target for Monterrey. And I think it was, how many attempts on goal? 6 attempts on goal for Red Diamonds, 2 on target. Andrada passing to Ramos. Ramos giving the ball down the field for Monterrey. And this is going to be now with Red Diamonds at the back, and it's going to be with River Plate. Got a small bet cooking to under minus 3.5 goals for River into game. Took under, oh, I see. Yes, I do believe that will be the case here. I can see it happening here, Patrick, for sure. I actually think it's going to be a 0-0, to be honest. Just the way the game's been flowing. Maybe a 1 goal at the end, but yeah, definitely 0-0. Thing is, River know how to play good football, but they seem to love playing fouls in the dark arts. Yeah, for sure. For sure, they love playing the dark arts. We've seen it in all of their games, to be honest. Except for Red Diamonds, really. We didn't see it there too much. That's why with Monterrey's game, really... Oh, here's a very good chance, and there might be a red card here for River Plate. It looks like there's going to be a red card coming out, and it's a direct red card here for River Plate. direct red card. We need to get the red card out on this thing here. Let's get this red card out. So, River Plate have a direct red card. Where should I put it? Should I just put it there, guys? I think I'll just put it there, to be honest. Red card for River Plate. It was coming. It was coming eventually. You know, it was almost there. And it's there now. Let's also close that. Let me just put it so it's underneath the, that thing there. There we go. Maybe not there. Maybe like here I'll put it. There we go. Yes, should be win for Inter. Yes, I know Inter should be able to get a win here now. That was a very clear red card there. No chance for an appeal. Quarta just fouling Mkhitaryan there because he loses the ball. There was no need for, you know, such a harsh... I mean, there was a need because he was the last man there. It would have been a goal. At least he prevented a goal here, Quarta. Props to him. He has prevented a, you know, certain goal. There was no way that Mkhitaryan was losing a 1v1 against the keeper of that range. But yeah, Lucas Martinez Quarta has got the red card there for River Plate. Yeah, River Plate, if they wanted, you know, keep the game on hand, they need to play very defensively now. They were playing it. Now they need to go extra defense. Red card was needed there, though. There was no reason for it not to have occurred. Like, it was an unnecessarily harsh tackle, but it was, for sure, a needed occurrence. There is going to be a substitution here by River Plate. It's going to be Pizzella coming on. Who I support here, I'm neutral. Idra1. The only people I'm supporting in this competition are going to be Real Madrid. And of course, yeah, just Real Madrid. The rest of the game's neutral. That's what I'm watching all of them just for the love of football, you know. See who's the strong teams. Of course, as well, I'll probably have a little bit of favour for Al Hilal. Not because I like them, because I don't. I don't like Al Hilal in this SPL, but just because, you know, repping SPL football. So, yeah, I just want them to get to round 16, then I don't care about them, to be honest. They can get absolutely thrashed by Man City for all I care. This is going to be Nishikawa now passing out to the middle here for the Red Diamonds game. Just really trying to prevent Monterrey from a chance. Inter missed their free kick, actually. And it's going to be a goal kick here for River Plate. Just taken into the midfield. Acuna. Through ball. River Plate cross in. And that's going to be Inter cleaning up on the defense there. Just passing it back. There's going to be a triple substitution for Monterrey. Reves, Alvarado, and Corona. Now, I don't know if Corona got his double shots. We're going to check here for you, Joel, if he got the double shot there. So, it counts on target. Let's take a look. Corona in this game. See, bro. Corona, 1 goal. 2 shots. 2 shots in total. 1 on target. 1 off target. Unfortunately, there was a 1 off target shot. 1 on target shot. I don't know if that completes your thing, Joel. I don't know if you're looking for 2 shots, just regular. But he did get off 2 shots in total there, Corona, for that game. And this is going to be just Monterrey holding some possession. Bastini's going to do a throw into the box here for Inter against River Plate. That's only I think it's the 4th or 5th red card of the tournament. I think it's the 4th red card of the tournament. No, 5th. Nicholas Jackson got a red card. I forgot about his one. Yeah, 5th red card of the tournament there. Monterrey, very, very open chance here. Now closed off because they played back. And now Mastantuono trying to pace abuse Akari. And then that is nicely cleaned up there by Inter. Sorry for my horrendous pronunciation of Akirby's name there. Just my tongue slipped. And River Plate still trying to retain some possession here. after that red card. They really need to play more defensively, which they are. They're playing more, defenders at the back. Because they just need to hold on to a draw, really, for them to get through. Inter need to find a breakthrough, though. Now or never, there's only 20 minutes about remaining, and then there's probably 5 minutes additional. And that is a poor ball there from Inter. It's going to be a throw-in for River Plate. Nice and simple. Acuna taking the throw-in. And cleared down by Inter. It's their ball now on an attack. Mkhitaryan. Back. It's now going to be Aslani. Back again. Now it's going to be Darmian. Aslani, 1-2s. Trying to find some space. Darmian. Finds over the side. Mkhitaryan. Now it's going to be a little pass back from Carlos Augusto. And here we go. Very close chance. And there's a shot, and it's a goal. You guys are somehow ahead of me by about 0.1 of a second, because that is a goal for Inter Milan. And as it stands, they're going through. They needed that goal. It's 1-0. And there we go. The goals have begun. Substitution as well for Red Diamonds. Sekin has come off for Oguara. There we go. Beautiful goal. Let's see who scored that one. I think it was Esposito. Yes, Esposito did get the goal. Brilliant play from him. And as it stands, River Plate will be eliminated from the tournament. I don't know if they know this or not. I don't know if the managers told them. But yeah, as it stands, they are going to be eliminated. Inter will stand at 7 points at the top in first place. And Monterrey will be second with 5 points. So Inter Milan, first place. Currently, River Plate really need to, press for a goal here if they want to stay in. Because they just need a goal. They just need to get a draw here. Because it will secure their spot. River Plate. That's what they need against Inter Milan. Monterrey trying to take another shot here. Just cleaned up by Red Diamonds. I think maybe 3-0 will be the end of that game for Red Diamonds Monterrey. River should learn to play better football. Yeah. KKK, go Brazilians. Let's go. Joga Benito. Let's go. Vamos, Francisco Jr. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. But yes, Inter are back in it here. I mean, they were playing pretty poorly but in the previous games, but for sure, a deserved difference of play here. They've definitely played much different, so it is deserved, When you start playing proper football, you deserve to score. But yeah, River in general should learn how to actually, instead of just continually diving, actually start to, play some fluency. Hopefully we'll see that now, just because there's a little bit on the line now. I get that was the strategy before, but, always better to have a goal than be sorry. And there's a chance for River Plate. A bit unfortunate to see Maston Tuano to be eliminated so early, but good thing is that he'll go to Real Madrid, as soon as he gets eliminated here. I don't think he'll be able to play with them in the Club World Cup. I don't think that's allowed, but he will be able to, move to Real Madrid and train with them. But W into there, getting that goal. W Monterrey, appreciate Monterrey as well. Such a good team, And this is now River Plate at the back. And Red Diamonds are playing it from their goal kick as well. They're actually giving such high pressure, Monterrey. It's actually crazy how quick this pressure is going on. Red Diamonds. Unnecessary slide tackle. There's going to be a yellow card. Vote up, guys, the superior player of the match. And also make sure to smash like as well. And subscribe if you haven't already. There is the voting. Vote your favorite player. Vote your player that you think should deserve it. And it's going to be a throw-in here for Red Diamonds in their game. Inter is still bringing the ball up the field. As it stands for Inter, either Esposito or Sommer would be my choices for player of the match. You could also actually argue as well, Aslani has been brilliant in the midfield for Monterrey, who should definitely get player of the match in their game. I would say probably... Who would I pick? There's been a lot of different goal contributors. Maybe you could argue Duosa. He would be a tougher opponent to face against Flamengo or Chelsea. I mean, you know, Flamengo in their game, who were they versing? I can't even remember. Have they played their next game yet? I don't know. Wait, let me just have a look. They did play, sorry. My mind's just low on battery, guys. Yeah, LA. They did not look good against LA, I gotta say. They did not look good at all. They look very bad. But so I'd say Chelsea, if they played like they did last time. How Chelsea played last time against Esperance was amazing. I gotta say, it was very good. Very good tactical substitutions, very good gameplay. The team looked well structured, nice smooth defense, smooth transition to attack. Tosin was brilliant. If they played like that, Chelsea, then for sure Chelsea will be harder. If Flamengo played how they did against Chelsea, then Flamengo would be harder. It really just depends on what the team's form is. So I would say probably Chelsea if they continue the form they left off on. Flamengo might not be on that form just because they went from a very good win to a draw, and then maybe that might affect them a little bit. Who knows? Or they could they could have been conserving for the round of 16. That's probably most likely conserving their energy. If River ever went up against Man City, River would hardly get a chance to touch the ball, especially with how they're playing currently. Yellow card for a Inter player there. That is going to be, who's taking that one? Carlos Augusto. It's also a free kick here for Red Diamonds. Also a yellow card for Lanzini, I think. Or is that Mastantuono? I think it's Lanzini who gets the yellow card there just for the argument before the referee. Yep, Manuel Lanzini. But yeah, for sure, Chelsea in that previous game, I got to say, was brilliant. They were so good. Definitely, and it was weird. They weren't even playing, the main team, you would argue. Yeah, you could argue that most of the, very, very, the standard players weren't there. And that, proved to be a good decision because they actually played better somehow. Played better. And this is going to be River Plate just passing around at the back. I think it's done 1-0. I think 1-0 is the final score here. I did say a 1-0 or a 0-0 was going to be the result. I think this is it. Unless there's a miracle, to be honest. I don't see it. Cross coming in, header off target there for River Plate. Here's a very good chance for Monterrey, just cleaned up by Nishikawa and his defense there. Hoibraten, very good in the defense for Red Diamonds as always. Probably their only good defender, I would say. And, of course, as it stands, Inter first, 7 points. Monterrey second, 5 points plus 3 goal difference. And River Plate again, just doing a foul there. It's going to be a free kick there on Esposito. Let's see, just played at the back here for Inter. Inter probably going to play park the bus, I can imagine. I know they might be going for another, but, majority parked the bus with, a couple of attackers at the top. Here's a cross in for River Plate, and it's just outside the box now for them. Little pass in, Mastantuono. Pass on, River Plate cross. Goal kick. Just touched out by, I think that was Montiel touching it out. Calling break for Diamonds versus Aurora Diamonds versus Monterrey. Sorry. Water break. Probably a water break in this other one in the second as well. I think this is the case. I think it's going to be a water break here again. It's an injury. It's an injury. I think it's going to be a water break too, but I think it's an injury on Darmian there. Just showing Inter's goal there again. Esposito, brilliant finish. Really good from him. And Barella just hugging him a lot there. He deserved. Very good player. Esposito showing up and scoring. And that is going to be probably the game-winning goal as well for Inter, that Esposito goal. And he is looking on fire in these games. Probably one of Inter's best players. But it looks like River Plate are going to be coming out there. There is a couple of River Plate fans crying in the crowd. Unfortunately, this game's restarted as well. Wish there was a sleep break in the game. And this is now going to be Red Diamonds just trying to play it out. Still the injury is being checked for Inter River Plate. So we'll just look at this Red Diamonds game for a little bit. Oh, it looks like that Darmian will be stretched off here. He's actually going to be stretched off, surprisingly. I don't even know what happened. I think he's just wasting time at this point, to be honest. Monterrey on the breakaway here on the right side. Passing it over. Little cross back. Monterrey, yeah. Darmian is going to be hobbling off. It's going to be a substitution here for Inter Milan. Don't think he can play again, let's be honest. If he's walking that bad. Yeah, substitution. It's going to be Esposito is being subbed off. Okay, and Darmian. Made more sense. Made more sense there. So Darmian subbed off. Esposito subbed off. I thought they were just subbing off Esposito. But there we go. The substitution has occurred. And it's going to be Dumfries coming on. And the other substitute coming on will be as well. Waiting for it to be announced. Esposito's brother, Esposito. Can you explain what do you mean by park the bus? Is it like keeping possession or keeping the ball at the corner flag? So park the bus is a term used. Basically, it means like being very structurally defensive. So, instead of playing, a 4-3-3 base formation where, you'd have more attack pushing up forward. You'd have more attacking formation. You'd have some of the defenders coming up a little bit. You have the midfielders pushing into the attack, allowing for some gameplay up there. Midfield play. Park the bus is basically where the midfielders then sit back as DMs and almost act like, only coming out really for the counter-attack. That's what I mean by that. So they're sitting back there. The defense is normal. Then you have the CMs, but instead of playing, more attacking, they're staying back and being very compact. And then when there's a counter opportunity, as soon as they see that, one of them will pass out to one of the forwards. They'll be instead of 3 forwards, they'll be in a 4-3-3. They'll be the 2 wingers will be very deep, and then there'll be 1 striker near the top of the box, like the crest. And basically, what will occur then is that they will just kick the ball out to the crest at the top, who will usually be marked by a player or so, and then there's a counter-attacking chance. Or there's sometimes going to be like 2 players up the field. Really depends on the manager's perspective. Acuna and Dumfries are fighting with each other here in this game. Hope that makes sense, Nelson. Yeah, that's what I mean by park the bus. Just ultra defensive, basically. You can think of it as relying on counter-attacking to score, really. I feel like Fluminense was displaying it a little bit better. This game, it's a little bit different because, River Plate was showing it at first, but they're more of like a foul stop and start type of play, really, not really, ultra defensive. But now they've completely changed target here because they need a goal. But yeah, I feel like Fluminense was the best example against Sundowns. They were just not budging. They were not going for any attacks. They were just sitting back, letting Sundowns get possession. It's shown by the statistics. And then at the end, they bring it to the corner flag as well. But that's not required for, parking the bus. It's just time wasting at the end. Hopefully Inter can make 1 more goal. Well, if they do, they've secured the win if they get 1 more goal here. Definitely a securing. And it's just going to be Monterrey really just, they just need to retain possession here. They are going out on some attacks, actually. So still, keeping that flair on their play. like this potential one, and it's just going to be cleared back by Red Diamonds there. And the sun has risen behind me. Yahoo. Great. Another full night to day cycle survived. And this is now going to be Inter on a possible chance here. Looks like a very good one, and it's just cleaned up nicely by Acuna. Very good defense from him. But it's going to be an Inter throw. Oh, it's going to be a River Plate throw. That must be a deflection off Dumfries. Acuna throwing back. Only 8 minutes left of the Diamonds Monterrey game. Probably like 4 minutes, 3 minutes additional. And only about 5 minutes or 6 minutes on the Inter River Plate game. Maybe more because they were just, so many stoppages. We'll have to see, of course. Of course, guys, we are going to be streaming every game live. Most of you guys know this by now. But for anyone new, we are. So, a like and sub would be hugely appreciated. Again, we are so close to 5.3k. I'd love to reach it today. But yeah, of course, it is wholly appreciated. I'll give a shout out if you want as well. But yeah, otherwise, let's continue with this matches for the final remaining minutes here. Sommer now with the ball. Here's a very good chance for Monterrey. This has to be a fourth, and it's somehow not. It's somehow shot right at Nishikawa there, and it's going to be a corner. Into now with play, and it's just cleaned up by River Plate. And there looks like there's going to be a card coming out for River Plate here. Yellow card. River Plate don't look too happy about getting another card, but it is so. Yeah, that's a card. Just to stand on there. And Ambrose is coming off for Monterrey, and Cortizo is coming on just at the end there for them. So Pizzella is getting the yellow card. He misses the next match if there's a draw. Going by all the matches into play. Probably got PTSD from PSG. Yeah, definitely. Especially their gameplay is so different than that Barca game. The Barca game, they showed so much fluency. They were very strong. I mean, they conceded a lot, which is not great. Both teams conceded a ton of goals. It means there's really poor defense either team. But yeah, in the end, they've just gone up to against PSG and absolutely, their mentality's gone completely to play football, which is, unfortunate because their team has so many, prospering talents, but they're not just being used effectively. Maybe it's the coach. Maybe it's just the shift of coach. It's too soon to go into like a competition with this without any training, with this new coach's system. Maybe like, a week only, 2 weeks only. And that is going to be a goal kick there for River Plate. Oh, it's going to be a corner for Inter, sorry. Substitution for... this is going to be a substitution for Monterrey as well in their game. We'll see who it is when they come off. Still not come off here, the sub. They're just walking over and taking their time. The referee's actually told them to hurry up. Here's River Plate with the ball. If River Plate get a goal here at the end, it's going to be a big upset. Medina is going to be subbed off, and Guzman is going to be subbed on. And this is going to be just River Plate. Really, they need it. They need it now, and they need a push for it now. If they want to stay in this tournament, they need the goal, with the next minute or so, because they're running out of time. They need a push up field. Not concede another like this. This is a chance, and this looks like it could be it. Oh my goodness, it's a tap in. Well, it's not a tap in, but it's an absolute. What is Inter doing? Are they fumbling? If they score here now, River Plate, they're going to regret that so much. Inter Milan. Literally just hit it on target, Mkhitaryan. Is that Mkhitaryan who missed? I don't know. I think it was. Just hit on target, bro. It's not that hard. 6 minutes additional for Inter River Plate. So River Plate have some time here. Monterrey taking a corner in their game. A Ramos goal to tip it all off would be brilliant. Cross coming in for Monterrey, and it's scrambled in the box, kicked away by River Plate. By Red Diamonds. And this is going to be River Plate now getting actually a throw in their game. Dumfries just clearing it out. Yeah, and you can see Inter's gone really defensively compact, which is what we expected, you know, with the remaining time. Definitely is an expectation for them. I would have expected Monterrey to do the same, but they haven't, which is surprising. And Group E will stand most likely with Inter first with 7 points plus 2 goal difference. Monterrey second, 5 points plus 3 goal difference. River Plate third, 4 points with plus 1 goal difference. And Red Diamonds last with 0 points and minus 6 goal difference. And it's going to be Inter just playing it out of the back here. Inter are actually looking for another goal. I'm surprised. River are panicking now. They are. They're not diving anymore. As soon as they get the ball straight up, if they've dove, they're not diving. Yeah, you can see it. Look, that guy fell to the ground right there, and it's instantly back up for him. I think that was. I don't know who that was. I think it was maybe Acuna. Don't know. And this is now going to be Inter on the left side here. Here's a very good chance. This is a very good chance. It's a goal for Inter. It's done. The game's over. 2-0. Bastoni scores. The centre-back. Bastoni scores the winner. And Inter are through to the round of 16. It's all over. River Plate are out. Sorry, River Plate fans. You are out, unfortunately. And there we go. We have the two teams that are going through. It is Monterrey and Inter Milan. Now we just have to wait out the rest of their games. I don't think 2 goals are coming, you know, in the remaining 4 minutes. 3 minutes, 30 seconds. It's not going to be possible. And there we go. Inter, and it's Bastoni who has scored. What a brilliant run from Bastoni. You know, he's just the best quality centre-back, I think, of the, you know, current era. One of the better centre-backs, at least, for sure. Look how good he is on the attack. And his finish is pinpoint. For a centre-back, that is illegal gameplay. Yes, I saw that one. Yeah. And what a finish from Bastoni there. Just slots it. Unexpected by the goalkeeper, I think, because that slide tackle really just blocked that one off. Now, River Plate's hopes lie on the fact that if Red Diamonds can score 3 goals, or Inter can concede 2 goals. That is a hope for them. None which are going to happen. There's like a 0.1% chance of that happening. Let's be honest here. It's going to be 2 minutes left of extra time for Inter River Plate, and there's going to be 5 minutes of extra time for Red Diamonds Monterrey. And Dumfries is getting a yellow card. And there is a goal. Red Diamonds score 1-0. 3-1. I know River messed themselves up. Exactly. I don't know how that affects it. I think Monterrey just need to keep the 2 goals for them. Fight. Yeah, I know there's a big fight. Oh. Oh. Acuna and Dumfries, chill. Whoa, they need to calm down there. Yeah, River Plate should exit this tournament now, just with, you know, not fighting. They need to exit this tournament now, I think. Because they're starting to get a bit too, you know, aggressive. even the way they play is a bit too aggressive for my liking, to be honest. Like, I mean, fair enough, it's how their style of play. No offense to the River fans, because they're obviously been amazing this whole time. But yeah, their style is just really, that is a little bit overboard there for how aggressive it is. There's a goal check for the Red Diamonds goal by the referee. And there is a red card there. Montiel gets a red card. He's off the side. That's another red card to add to the collection. 2 red cards. Let's go and add one. There we go. Number 2. And there's going to be another check for a red card. There's going to be 2 red card checks here. Check over. Let's see if Acuna's getting a red card. No red cards for Acuna or Dumfries. And full time into 2-0. River Plate 0 goals. And there's already a fight starting to form here. Oh my goodness, it's going bad. There is a fight, and it's Acuna being held back from the players there. Oh, my goodness. Whoa. What a fight there, guys. Oh, my goodness. Acuna is literally being pinned down to the ground there. Being pinned down. He's going after Dumfries, and Dumfries had a ton of sticks thrown at him from the crowd. That is crazy. And Mustang Tuono's final game in a River Plate shirt right there, at least for now, and maybe he'll return in the future. Hugging Lautaro Martinez, the only wholesome guy on their team. Let's be honest, he's just excited to go to Real Madrid. But what a crazy turn of events there at the end. Wow. Did not expect that one, where they got so aggressive. Acuna rushing Dumfries there. That is insane. And then the sticks being thrown on the field. Acuna has really got to be held back there. And Lautaro just giving Acuna a big hug. And that is going to be game over for River Plate versus Inter Milan. The Inter Milan fans are happy. River Plate fans, for some reason, some of them are pretty happy. I guess they're just happy to be, in this tournament. I don't know. I don't know why some of them are happy, to be honest. Because their team did not play well in that game. And yes, it's Argentina football for you. Exactly. Right there in the flesh. Against, I don't know what Dumfries did to deserve that, but okay. All the Inter players coming out now because the Monterrey goal was cancelled. Oh, yes, it was. My bad. I was just too focused on looking at the fight there. I forgot to cancel that Red Diamonds goal. And Esposito is the player of the match. Voted up. There's 30 seconds left for this Monterrey Red Diamonds game. I'll love to see Monterrey's reaction when they realize they're going through to a round of 16 in 20 seconds here. But yeah, I'm so surprised by that reaction there. Literally, Dumfries had to sprint out of that field there because he was getting sticks and everything thrown at him. And, there might be an appeal over something. I don't know what that was about. I don't know why, they were getting so mad at Dumfries, but we'll have to go and see. I'll check a replay later on. I'll maybe let you guys know on the next football stream. And there's about 10 seconds left of gameplay here for Red Diamonds versus Monterrey. Final play, and it looks like this is going to be a corner for Red Diamonds. The referee's given it. Hasn't called full time yet. It's after this one. Ramos just asked the referee. The referee said after this corner, it's full time. So, here we go. We're waiting for the corner. See, can Red Diamonds get a consolation goal? There's a goal now. Doesn't actually really matter. Monterrey are through regardless. Cross coming in. And just headed away. And it should be called. Just continue play here. Maybe it's when it next goes out. Cross. And cleared down the field. Still playing. Referee is really going some overtime here. And it's going to be a Monterrey play on from the side here. Here's a chance for Monterrey to actually score. What a turn of events. Now they're going to be scoring a goal, and that's 4-0 Monterrey. The end of the game. 4-0. They got a goal as the game ended, and it's Bertaram with the goal there. And Monterrey are through to the round of 16 with a second place. And as it stands now, fully confirmed, Monterrey will be versing Borussia Dortmund, BVB. So we'll see how that goes around. I do think Monterrey can actually get it done, you know. I think Monterrey can get the Dortmund run out of the way and done. Of course, their next opponent will either be Man City, Real Madrid, Juventus, or Al Hilal, or Salzburg. They're one of the possible opponents for them in the quarters if they do get through the round of 16 against Dortmund. But Monterrey have done it. It is full time here, guys, at the Red Diamonds versus Monterrey game. I hope you guys enjoyed today's live stream. And I really appreciate everyone who did like and sub up. And, you know, if you haven't already, like and sub is appreciated. But is going to be full time now. There we go. Full time is called. W's, guys. Thank you so much. Hope you guys enjoyed your time here. And I will see you guys in the next stream. Thank you so much. And have a nice rest of your day. Goodbye, guys.